Rick and Adam, digital nomads who ditched the 9-to-5, sold everything and set sail for freedom.
These days, you'll find us cruising the UK canal network on board our narrowboat, Serenissima.
When we're not on the water, we're slow travelling across Europe and beyond.
Living abroad, crossing oceans by ship, and embracing life as remote workers and explorers.
Subscribe and join us on board and abroad. All moored up in a nice safe mooring and time for a road trip.
So you might have guessed by the surroundings that we are in a car, and not a narrowboat, and on our way somewhere. So the original plan for this summer was to turn up the Trent and Mersey Canal from the Staffordshire and Worcester Canal that we are currently on, and then head on to the Macclesfield Canal and then the Peak Forest. The idea of that was because I am from a place that is near the end of the Peak Forest. I'm from a place called Buxton, and we were going to go and see my family. We were going to go show them the boat, but because of the low water that's going on everywhere, we can't get onto the Peak Forest, we can't get onto the Macclesfield Canal, and we can't really get onto the Trent and Mersey. So
we're very lucky that our canal is one of the few that doesn't really seem to be affected. The canal we're on now.
So we've got water.
So we want to stay there.
So what we have done instead was to still come and see everybody, but we've hired a car and we're going to do it by road instead. So that's where we are now. We're on our way to Buxton, and we are going through the beautiful Staffordshire moorlands now on our way there. Buxton is over there, over that hill basically. We are about 1,000 feet above sea level right now, and this place always gets cut off in the winter by snow. So this rock formation on the left it's officially called the Roaches. But in it there is something called the Winking Man, which is a bit that sticks out that looks like a man, and when you go past it looks like he winks. So on this trip we are not actually staying with family, we just had to check into a hotel and have a bit more room.
Not just any hotel.
Yeah, so this hotel behind me, which is the Old Hall Hotel, and it is officially the oldest hotel in England.
How old?
15 something. It's famous because Mary Queen of Scots, when she was imprisoned at Chatsworth, she used to come and take the waters in Buxton, and when she did, that's where she stayed. So there is a Queen Mary's Bower room in there, which is where she stayed.
So probably the oldest hotel room we will ever stay in. Oh, that's a nice view of the gardens.
So we're standing now in the corner of Buxton's Crescent. This was built by the 5th Duke of Devonshire, who lived nearby Chatsworth House, because he wanted Buxton to rival Bath as a Georgian spa town. Bath obviously has a big famous crescent, and he built one here as well. When I was little, the library used to be in the corner of this amazing building. There, just behind me. That's where the library was. Now, it's a really nice hotel, a gallery, and it's really cool to see it being used properly.
Have a look. Have a look. So this is...
My experience of Buxton, it's a very rare sunny day. You are correct, yeah. Welcome there. It's nice to just wander around in the sun.
What have you gone for?
I'm for a breakfast roti wrap with halloumi and no coriander because it is the work of the devil.
Gone for a nice take on the eggs Benedict. Gone for a tikka Benedict with bacon. It smells so good in here. So on paper, when it first arrived, I'm sure you'll agree, mine looked a lot nicer, right? But Rick always wants, I don't know how he manages this, no matter what he picks on the menu, he always turns out to be nicer. Annoying.
Smug face.
Nice Indian cuisine in the heart of Buxton. Very yummy. And now we're just going to spend a couple of hours wandering around Pavilion Gardens, which is a nice park. And then we'll look at the Opera House, very famous Opera House. And then it's time to get changed and go out with some family tonight for a nice meal. Rick has promised me a little choo-choo train.
No, I haven't. We're far too big to go on it. It's tiny.
We'll see. I see tracks. And I see a train. Prime spot by the tracks, waiting for the train. Very excited. I can see it in the distance. Doesn't go very fast. I saw adults on that.
There was adults on it.
Did they all have children?
Yes.
Are we not going on the train?
No, we're not going on the train.
No water is falling.
No water is falling. Buxton is famous for having lots and lots of rain. It rains all the time. Obviously, it is a place of water, and there is no water here.
Pretty much an example of the whole of the country right now, which is why we're stuck on our canal.
Yeah.
So coming out of the conservatory brings us to the famous Buxton Opera House, famous for
The Gilbert and Sullivan
Gilbert's
Festival.
G&S Festival every August.
So the the Opera House was designed by the same person as the London Palladium, Frank Matcham. Buxton weather there, big black cloud.
It's only a matter of time.
So you may have seen Buxton water for sale all over the place, and that fountain is where it comes from basically. It doesn't come from the fountain, it comes from the spring, St Anne's Spring, and that's St Anne's Well. So it's exactly the same water that you will get bottled. And the water is supposed to have very good medicinal properties. People used to come and bathe in it. The swimming baths in Buxton is still full of it. It's supposed to be very good for arthritis, and it tastes really good too, which is quite rare for a spa town, that you can actually bathe in it and drink it. It's warm.
Right, it's coming up to 3 o'clock, time to do a bit of work and then out for a nice night tonight. We need to find some Buxton Brewery pints.
I know exactly where to go for that.
Right, join us for that a little later on.
I like your trousers.
Good evening.
Well, I should say thank you for them.
Can I have a pint of Cavern, please?
Post camper. It's quite about 5 miles from here.
Cool.
It's kind of, it literally started as like a garage thing. Just got the guys and now it's what's getting me paid.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's a lager, but it's got a really interesting flavour. It's not bland at all.
Yes.
It's really nice.
No, how they do the whole thing, they managed to make it actually have a flavour, you know.
Cheers. Not a beer drinker then.
Not a beer drinker, no. Cheers.
Nice tasting lager. Buxton Brewery. And Thornbridge is from here, right? As well.
Thornbridge is from Bakewell. Get it right.
Yeah. Where do they sell that? Because I've had Thornbridge before and I really liked it.
Where do they sell it? Where do they sell it? There's a place across the road that sells Thornbridge. We could go there after.
Yes, please. Lucas.
Pint.
So this is Thornbridge.
This is Thornbridge from Bakewell.
I do like this.
It looks a lot more than that.
Oh, really good.
What have you got for Graham? What have you got, Graham?
Iris. It's not bitter, it's an IPA.
IPA, Black Irish.
The nearest thing got to a bitter.
You're not drinking now.
I'm not drinking now. I've had one and I think that's enough for now.
Get too pissed.
Yeah. To put it politely, I'll get pissed. Yeah. Very nice.
Do you mean that?
Yes.
Should we get you a pint?
No.
Well, thank you, Adam. I feel as relaxed as a newt.
Another Derbyshire staple. We're now in a Spanish tapas restaurant. Actually,
I don't know. I don't know if there is.
very nice though. Been here before. Santiago. Very good.
So we are on our way to a local landmark called Solomon's Temple, which is a tower on a hill.
A big hill. So we're walking up there now.
So right now, the bit we're walking through with all these little hills is a Bronze Age burial ground. And Solomon's Temple was built on the top of it.
It's lumpy.
Yeah. When they built it, well, when they found loads of skeletons in this bit.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Tower that you see behind me is actually the second Solomon's Temple. The first was built a very long time ago, and the guy that built it was called Solomon, which is why it's called Solomon's Temple, and it was originally built to provide work for the people of Buxton. Now, in the 1800s, the Victorians decided that they would like to replace the ruin that had become with a new tower. So they all clubbed together and had this one built, and it's been there ever since. So this field in front of me used to be used for sledging when I was at school. So in Buxton it snows quite a lot in the winter, and often the PE lessons would be outside, and we'd still have to do PE outside. But what we do is walk to the top of this hill, and we would slide back down it on fertiliser sands.
So if you ever come to Buxton, then Solomon's Temple is not far away, and it's a really nice walk, especially on a day like this. The weather is about to turn, as it always is in Buxton. There are grey clouds. So, also on the itinerary today, we are going to visit some caves, some caverns, with family this afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Tree, for making some natural, rooty stairs to go down. So the rain turned up, as always, but it's good because let's go underground to get out of the rain.
Breathe in.
It is fed by a constant drip.
Made a wish.
The reason is because what's right up in front of us, lit up at the moment in green and red. It's an ancient roof fall. Now that's a witch's mark, and people would make that when there were drafts, when you didn't know why there was a draft.
good.
It was good.
Very informative.
It was. It's really cool with these lights as well.
Yeah.
It feels like really special.
And you get playtime now. Your own free time in the cabin.
Stick your finger in and make a wish.
I've lived in this area since I was born,
Yeah.
and I've never hit it.
There you go.
Hits you, isn't it? Hits you.
Yes.
It's not raining, it's sunny and warm. So we're off on another adventure, apparently.
Yes, I'm going to take you to a converted stables.
Okay.
It's really strange. This was built as a stable, so the Duke that built the Crescent needed somewhere to put all his new shiny visitors' horses. So he built this massive stable, and the bit where we're standing right now was a stable yard, but there was no dome. And then the railway arrived about 100 years later, which meant that they didn't need stables anymore, so this building was donated to the people of Buxton to be used as a hospital. And what they did, they built a dome on it. And this is no ordinary dome. So when this was built, this was the largest dome on the planet. And it's still the largest unsupported dome in Europe. So this is bigger than St Paul's, it's bigger than Florence Cathedral. It's absolutely enormous, which is why the weird echo thing happens. Hope you enjoyed that whistle-stop tour around Buxton, my hometown. We've had a great couple of days, haven't we?
Jam-packed.
Yes, jam-packed. We would have loved to have shown you the journey, how you'd get there in a boat. So you'd go to Whaley Bridge and then you'd get a really easy 20-minute train into Buxton. But because of the water levels, it was not to be this time. But we hope you've enjoyed it anyway. So please, if you've liked this video, please do drop a like underneath and make sure you subscribe so you can keep up to date with all of our videos. It's free to do, but it does really help us out.
And do drop us a comment underneath, because we love hearing from you and we reply to every single one. But for now, bye.
Can you look at the road, please? Bye.